In for them. It will be... They've returned Scaff with 23 against Brookings. So returning to the floor is Bottermans. And yes, it is. It's Beers and Mahaffey as well. That does complete the starting lineup. And it's inbounded by Phoenix and moved to Beer. Beer puts it over to Scaff. Scaff high. Mahaffey. Mahaffey now moves it to Beer, who moves it down up to Scaff. Grizzlies tough defense. It's Beer who's over to Scaff. And it's now pulled down low. George, no good. But it will be a second chance opportunity by Scaff. Scaff rebounded by Kennedy. Kennedy dribbles up the court as Phoenix goes into their half-court defense. It'll be Jones with the ball now. Not too much pressure, but he hasn't moved very far. Graham, quick pass, but it's back to Jones. Jones, now a little more tight pressure. Meads gets the ball knocked away from him, but he puts out to Stanley Graham, who's open for the three, and nails it. Stanley Graham, 9 points on the night, his season high. Before this, he had only 6 points in the entire season. Now it's 2. Mahaffey. Mahaffey to Beer. Beer over to Scaff. Scaff. Beer almost taken by Graham. No. And it's moved to Mahaffey. Mahaffey. Scaff up high. Grizzlies in the zone. Big shot by Mahaffey. No good. Kennedy tries to get the rebound, but it's somehow picked up by Bottermans. Bottermans finds Mahaffey, who moves it over to Scaff. Scaff holding. Mahaffey. Good shot by Beers. No good. In and out. And then the attempted shot by Bottermans is no good. Jones will move it. Jones to Kennedy. Kennedy outside the arc. High back up to Jones. Now Kennedy. Oh, and the Grizzlies will throw it away. Bad pass and bad communication as Kennedy looks for Jones and Graham apparently, and Graham and Jones decided to both run away from the ball. That is not what you're supposed to do in basketball. 30-2 the score. Grizzlies lead with 6:07 remaining in the half. Now James Edson will come in for Grayson Kennedy. And the ball is held by Scaff, who simply puts it over to Beer. Back to Scaff. Malik Picva also in the game for the Grizzlies. Now Scaff sends it back to Beer, and they go back and forth. Out by Bottermans. Bottermans tries to put it up under the hoop. No good. And put back attempt is no good by George as well. Phoenix just cannot hit a shot so far. And it's 5:40 remaining. Coming into the game soon will be Saseda for Phoenix. Edson loses the ball. The Grizzlies cannot fall in the pattern of turnovers just because of the 28-point lead they have. Here's Scaff. Scaff up high. Holding. 30-2 the score. 5:20 the time. Inside Bottermans. Bottermans hits it. 30-4 the score now after Bottermans hits the pair. And now it is 30-4 the Grizzlies lead. 5:09. Here's Pippa. Pippa decides to drive, but he then kicks it out. Graham for three. Hits it. And Stanley Graham is on fire. 12 points, and he leads all scores. 33-4 the score. 44-54 the time. Mahaffey. Now it is Scaff. Scaff out. No good by Boderman. Great job getting the rebound by Graham, and he puts it to Pippa. Pippa, gonna drive. And it'll be two shots for him after he misses the shot. And Scaff takes the blocking foul. Great job by Pippa. Great job attacking the net. But the athletic play by Stanley Graham is what made it all possible as he knocked the ball away on the rebound. And it does look like, yes, Jake Hansen will be coming into the game for the Grizzlies and replaces Stanley Graham as Stanley Graham looks exhausted. He's the guy with a ton of hustle and a ton of potential, just a junior. Pippa hits the first free throw, and that'll be his first point on the night. Grizzlies lead 34-4 now. In comes Jake Hansen. Jake Hansen, I believe, yes, sophomore guard. Not guard, forward. Positions are hard. Pippa for the second one, and it's off the front of the rim, and no good. Grizzlies lead 34-4 with 4:37 remaining. Here's Scaff. Scaff finds Mahaffey. Puts it up to Scaff. Now driving. Mejia, good fake, and he nails it. Good shot by Mejia, and he now has... And now 6 points for Phoenix, 34-6 the score. Here's Hansen to Meads. We reach the halfway point in the quarter. Edson, no good. And the rebound is taken by Buttermans. He picks it up, a ferocious rebound there, as Edson picks up the foul after he gets called on the reaches. And in comes Hogg, and out comes George for the Phoenix Pirates. Here's Scaff. He moves it easily to Mahaffey. Scaff, and pressure defense set by the Grizzlies. Down low. Oh, and a good play as it's Hogg who moves to Scaff. Scaff takes the shot, and he'll be fouled. And the foul will be called on number 13. That's James Edson. And Jack Feinberg back in the game. Ethan Jones will come out. And shooting the free throw will be Scaff. He doesn't have any points on the night, but he may have one soon. And it's no good, but the rebound is picked up. Yes, and he does get the pair. Hogg gets a pair. Here's Edson. Simply puts it out to Pippa. Pippa dribbling in the backcourt. Full court pressure by Phoenix, but he escapes it to Feinberg. Oh, but before he does escape it, the timeout will be called by Ashland, by Coach Pete and Greg. Phoenix now at 10 points. It was amazingly goes from 32 to 30, 32 to 2 to 34 to 10. Quite the comeback coming from Phoenix. Grizzlies need to be careful. They cannot settle in too much. For Phoenix, they've been coming back, and it's come from ferocious play. The Grizzlies have tried to bring pressure, but at some point they may need to bring back in some of their star players. Both Walker Shibley and Colin Malcolm have been out for a while. We'll see if they get more time. There are a few players who definitely could use the time, but at some point you gotta know when to stop. Grizzlies do lead by 24 now, but that can be cut quite fast as we are in the last half of the first half. So a lot of basketball to be played here at Ashland High School. And the coaches will come out of the timeout now. Ashland will look to extend the lead, while Phoenix will look to cut it before halftime. Grizzlies opened up in amazing fashion, really, but for slowing down just a little bit here, they only have 4 points in their recent span compared to a 8 by Phoenix. Phoenix making a little bit of a run. Ellis. It will be Ellis, Pippa, Hansen, Edson, and Feinberg coming out on the floor for the Grizzlies. That is 3 sophomores in Pippa, Hansen, and Ellis, and then Edson and Feinberg. Feinberg finds Edson, and Edson sends it out to Pippa, who tries to put it down low to Ellis, but it's a miscommunication, and it's held by Saseda. Saseda, as coach of Phoenix calls a play, dribbling up high. Saseda looks to get the pick from Botterman, but it's no good, and it's fed back to Saseda. Saseda, it's down low. Held by Scaff in the corner. Puts it up high to Mahaffey. Mahaffey now. Yeah, and it'll be held up by Saseda. Saseda. Down low to Scaff. Scaff kicks it out to Saseda. The Grizzlies set in his own defense, a little less pressure dialed up. Shibley, Malcolm, and Feinberg, Hasenkamp all lined up to come in after this play. Now it's high, and it's Mahaffey. Mahaffey to Scaff, sends it over to Saseda, and Saseda will step in. Long 2, no good, air ball. And the foul will be called, ball out of bounds. And it'll be Grizzly ball as the Grizzlies will sub. And it'll be Hansen out, Edson out, and then the last one will be Pippa. That leaves Ellis, Malcolm, Feinberg, Hasenkamp, and Shibley, the starters for the Grizzlies. Full court pressure coming from Phoenix. Now it's Shibley. Shibley tries to move it. Bad mistake by Feinberg. Scaff goes up to the net, can't hit it. Feinberg just cannot catch the ball, and the full court pressure from Phoenix, even though there was not much pressure, they were able to pick up on the mistake and be able to. And now Mejia steps to the line. Scaff. And Scaff will shoot. No good. Scaff continues to stay at his pair of points on the night. And Scaff will try to give Phoenix 11 points on the night. The Grizzlies have 34. 2:22 remaining in the second quarter. We have a shoe time break currently as Tyler Hogg ties his shoe, but now that he has, we can continue on the game. Here's Scaff. He missed the first one, now the second. He nails it, and that will be 3 points for him. Scaff leads his team at 3 points and is 11-34 in this one. 2:22 remaining. Feinberg to Malcolm. Malcolm pressured, but he'll decide to dribble out of it, and they will call the foul. Yes, it'll be foul called on Hogg. And Keaton Gregg not happy with Malcolm as he tried to dribble through the pressure, and he did have 2 outlet passes open. Here's Shipley. Guarded by Hayes. Over to Hasenkamp. Malcolm, and the rotation moves it to Shipley. Shipley to Malcolm. Malcolm. Hasenkamp. 2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 34-11, the Grizzlies lead. Malcolm. High to Feinberg. Hasenkamp. Now Shipley. Shipley to the rim. No good. Tries to get his own rebound, but he'll get called on the foul. And 1:50 the time. 34-11 the Grizzlies have. And it was 27-2. And now it's not. 27-2 at the quarter. The Grizzly lead. But now 34-11. And a sweeping change as it's been a 7-9 run. Now it's Hayes. Tight coverage, but he finds over Scaff. Oh! And they call the foul on Ellis and that would be Scaff going to the rim. And if he hadn't been, if Meade doesn't take the foul, then it would have been blocked by Malcolm. But as Malcolm blocked the ball, the foul had already been called. And he hits it. 4 points on the night for Thomas Scaff. He is just a sophomore, but he leads the team so far. 34-12 now. And Scaff hits it again. 5 points on the night. 54-13. Here's Feinberg. Easily out to Ellis. Ellis to Hasenkamp. Now Shipley up high, guarded by Hayes. Shipley finds Feinberg. Staying outside is Malcolm. Now Shipley drives baseline. Cuts to Malcolm. Now Malcolm finds Feinberg all up top. Now the other side, it's Malcolm. Malcolm will kick out Hasenkamp. No good. Rebound. Hasenkamp. Ooh, no call on the reach in on Ceseda. But the Grizzlies heat the ball, and it'll be Malcolm. Now Shipley. Shipley to Feinberg. Feinberg. Long 2 by Ellis. No good, but the rebound by Hasenkamp. Hasenkamp hits it. And now Jeremiah Hasenkamp has his first pair of the night. 36-13, the Grizzly lead. Hayes. Over to Scaff. Scaff. No good. Back of the rim. Now Malcolm. Now, and Phoenix will set into a half-court defense. 35 seconds remaining. Shipley steps into the front court and holds. Now Malcolm. 28 seconds remaining. Hasenkamp. 24 seconds remaining. 20 seconds. Now Shipley. Now it's Hasenkamp. Feinberg. Feinberg up to Hasenkamp. Hasenkamp to Shipley. Shipley. 8 seconds remaining. Now Shipley. 6. 4. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Shipley for 3. No good. Feinberg can't get the rebound to go up. 36-13 in the final. And the Grizzlies only pick up 9 in that quarter. And picking up 11 is Phoenix. Phoenix coming back in the second quarter. A tough one for the Grizzlies, but some good experience for some young players. It is 36-13 as we head to break. My name is Carl Mogline, and I thank you for joining me for the first half. Please stick with me for the second half as Ashland takes on the Phoenix Pirates.